Hi, I'm Jim, and this is Jim's Fix-It Shop. And Jim's Fix-It Shop got some new tools. And officially, as of May 31st, 2023, I am retired. Not from this. I've had, oh boy, I mentioned I was retiring, and I had a bunch of guys get a hold of me. You're not going to stop doing this, are you? I just started working on my snapper. No, I'm not retiring from this. I retired from work. It's a little different. I've been working since I was 14 years old, and actually I was working a lot younger than that. My dad owned his own business, and if I wasn't in school, I was with Dad, and I was the gopher that ran and got parts and tools. But I bought a couple of tools. Oh, and back to my retirement. My crappy little dumb phone that gave me so much trouble for probably 3 years, the shop got me a new iPhone for a retirement gift. But that's so they that's so they can get a hold of me when something breaks down, because they don't have anybody else fix anything. So that was extremely big surprise, I guess. Nice phone. I just have no clue how it works yet, but hey, I got time to figure that out. So, tools. I did a review on a set of these tools a while ago. I don't even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 14 different tools in here, and some of them are so close to being the same thing, it's just unreal. I mean, these things are tiny. That one's got a pin on the inside of it. Yeah, and they're all different, and believe me, if you're going to work on 2-cycle engines or some 4-cycle engines with these weird little carburetors, you're going to need a set of these. It'd really be helpful. And they give you all these little cleaning tools, and that is to clean out the small little jets in the carburetors, and a couple little bitty, well, looks like, how many's in there? 5, 6 different diameter little brushes. So that's one set we just got, and I did a review on these, and we gave them away. I usually give away everything I do a review on. And I bought a new endoscope. I have an old one. There's nothing wrong with the old one. It's just that you have to link it to your phone to watch what you're doing on the phone. So we're going to be giving this away. It's got the charging cable in here, got an internal battery. Everything works on it. I don't know if I remember how to turn it on. Probably not. Apparently it needs to be charged. I'll have to throw that on the charger. And you can use any charger. Any cell phone charger works, as long as it has capability of plugging that plug in. This one is internally charged. This one has its own screen. And I'm still trying to figure out how this works. They're both the same brand. This one, in the end of this stiff wire, has one camera in the end of it. This one, you can see, here's the camera. It has one camera on the end and a light. And if I remember how to do this, it also has a camera on the side of it instead of the end. And it's facing me. This one is really nice. And I got it off Amazon. It is not, they were not that expensive. Either one of, I think this one was like 17, 18 bucks. This one, I don't really remember how much it was. I think it was up around 40, maybe close to 50. I really don't remember. But this one, I have an easier time getting inside the engine to check the bolts that hold the rod caps on. That is a big issue with Briggs & Stratton engines. The bolts come loose and one will back out and completely fall out, and you'll find it laying in the bottom of the engine. The other one gets loose and the rod cap snaps off the bottom of the rod, and then the crank shoves it out through the side of the block right behind your starter. So as I get these engines, and I'm going to try to start rebuilding them, let's see how good I am at that. The first thing I want to do is check them bolts. And this is an easy way to do it without pulling the sump off it. If they are loose, you're going to have to pull the sump off anyway. But a sump gasket and a new lip seal to go around the crank, I would definitely change that if you got it tore apart, is a whole lot cheaper than a new engine. And believe me, I've tore apart probably close to a dozen Briggs & Stratton engines, and that is what happened to them. The bolts back off and it throws a rod. I just had a guy yesterday sent me an email. He said, what can I do? Can I rebuild this? Well, yeah, you could, because technically there's no pressure built up in the crankcase. It is vented. But you're going to have to seal that huge hole so your oil don't splash out. And if the rod hurt the crank journal, then the crank is no good unless you get it reground somewheres. And yeah, you're getting into a lot. You'd probably be better off finding a used engine somewheres and putting that on your machine. But I'll put the part number and description of this one in the description area below the video. And this one we're going to give away in one of the videos. And if I can get it coiled back up and get it back in this box, I'll send it in the original box with all the paperwork. And it tells you how to download the app you need to run this with on your phone. Here's the receipt. It was $35.99 by the time they threw shipping and tax in there. So if I can't get it coiled back up, it's like a big spring, and get it back in this box, you'll get it in a bigger box. But this, I can't remember how much wire is on this thing, and it's stiff. You can use this for inspecting all kinds of stuff, not just engines. Basically, that's what I bought mine for. So that's just a couple of things that we picked up. My new press that I did a video on. Oh, I can reach across this table. It's over there. I did have, now that I'm retired, I have time to do some stuff. I finally got the other ball joint on my Ford Ranger I want to start driving. Again, Chinese parts. One of them was defective. I got it on there and it was almost as sloppy as the old one. So I had to put that on. And I just took the upper control arm off, brought it in here, popped the old ball joint out, pressed the new one in, and it worked. It worked for that. I haven't got a whole lot of time onto it yet, so as I use it and break things, I'll let you know how it's working out. Oh no, the other day when I was tearing one of them lawnmowers apart, I pressed the shaft out of the steering wheel so I didn't hurt the steering wheel. It worked. It worked for that. So until next time, work safe, keep watching because we are going to give this one away. Have fun, and I'll talk to you soon. So long.